Hey guys, welcome to episode 202 of the Crack Brain Podcast. I am your host, Stefan, that will be trying to guide you through this episode. Introducing my co-panelists today. We have, well, they're screen locked up on me. They're looking down over at something. They are Tyler.
Yes, me right here, Tyler. That's me.
There we go. And then next we have our lovable cinnamon roll that had something in his goddamn hands that I want to know what the hell that was.
I thought it was
What
a
is
cookie.
that,
I
Mason?
thought he was about to take a bite, and then he just rolled it up or whatever and threw it aside.
It is a piece of wood from a tree that I chopped.
Okay, because like on my screen, it looks like a puck pastry sandwich thing, and that I guess that little bark around it kind of looked like old lettuce. And I'm like, what are you about to do with that? Don't eat that. No.
$10. Just you take a bite out of it right now.
It's no, I just cut trees, and I keep the little end pieces because it makes everything smell like the woods.
Okay, wait. Okay,
I'm
so
assuming he works at a Christmas tree place right now, right? You're doing a temporary job, so you're cutting the trees.
It's one of the things that Home Depot does. So you can get live trees at Home Depot. Yeah.
Okay, now you're just leaving them just open, like not epoxied, nothing like that. You're just cutting off the bottoms of them, and then you're keeping the slices.
He just likes the smell.
Yeah, I've got like 10 of them in my car, and I got another one right here for some reason.
Mason, Mason. If you go to AutoZone or O'Reilly, basically anywhere, any auto shop, you can get a little tree-shaped air freshener.
I found another one.
And this is why we drink. We're 2 minutes in, and I'm so glad we did this.
Hey, Tyler, what you doing there, Tyler? What's going on?
Cracking open a cold one with the boys, apparently.
Okay, now I'm not leaving this alone. At least just not yet. So, all right, I need to know what was the first time that you all of a sudden cut off one of the bottom discs and then had the idea of I'm keeping this.
A person came in and they said they wanted to keep their little bottom slice thingy because they claimed that you can get like a little saw and cut a square out of it and then put your picture in it and have it as like a little air freshener Christmas tree ornament. And I wanted to try that, and then I just kept collecting them and never actually doing that.
Because I'm seeing this, Mason, and most people, from what I would assume, would probably get that and then make them into coasters, something like that.
Ooh, that's a good idea.
Yeah. I mean, they won't have the smell then, Mason, because odds are you'll have to epoxy them.
Oh.
So I don't know what to tell you, Mason. You took this thing and it's like you had the birth of an idea and just kept it in infancy and went, that's fine.
That's what happens to most of my ideas.
Yeah, God damn it.
I mean, I got Pokemon cards all over my desk and my bed because I was going to organize them and I just never did.
Mason!
What?
Learn organization. You're 24 years old.
Look, I got a Team Rocket original one.
Yes, Tyler, I have no idea how old the fuck he is.
You know what? That's fair, because I don't know how old he is either.
I'm 16.
So sometimes I don't even know how old I am. All I know is Mason is at least old enough to have 2 children.
That's incorrect. That's incorrect.
No, Mason, we know we're absolutely correct because, 16 and pregnant is an actual thing. All right. So we are correct. I have family members that can prove this. I'm not naming names.
I've also got good manners. Erica's maids, Koga, Sabrina's gays.
Wait.
What are you talking about?
Hold on there. Wait.
I'm talking about Pokemon cards. There's Misty's something.
Grab Erica's maids and hold them up to the camera so I can see.
Okay.
Look at that blurriness.
I was about to say.
I don't know how to fix that. I don't know.
This is pixelated porn. This is what I feel is like. He's just sitting there going like, look, I have this. And then all of a sudden it's like the screen got super blurry and it's like, no.
I've got Misty's wish. She's got hearts on hers.
I got Misty's wish.
Is that a euphemism for something? You know she's like 14, right?
I mean, she's been 14 since I was like 9. All right, so I'm gonna tell you right now, she's aged. I'm saying head canon in my own head. Misty's a couple years older than me, so what up?
You know, it's like when you're Ash and you've been 10 for 20 years.
Look,
there's some moo-moo's milk for you.
I'll even put it this way, and this has nothing to do with all that. Like when you think back to the people you liked in like elementary school, you remember who they were then, and you're like, yeah, they were kind of cute. You're remembering that for then. But then as you like age that up, if you were to be like, oh yeah, they're cute, you would age them up to like what you currently would be. It's not like you're sitting there going like 30 something years old going like, yeah, 8-year-old them was hot. It's like, no. The assumption of what they're probably
that's a creepy thought.
Yeah, see? Like I said, I've got an idea of what Nancy Voltaire looks like right now, and scrumptious. Okay, so
I don't know who that is.
None of y'all will. That's a girl I had a crush
on. Oh. I got the Pokedex. I got a
God damn it! He's unflappable.
What? What?
You don't stop. You can't, like, nothing phases you, Mason.
Why is that defined as a flap?
God, fuck.
I can't. Just don't question it.
I can't
just don't question it.
I can't.
When I think of flap, I think of like a mud flap, like a.
I'm taking a drink right now.
Someone said slaps to me the other day. I was like, that doesn't make sense.
God damn it, Mason.
What?
So come on, you're the youngest of us, and you're supposed to be down with this hip new lingo, and like you don't know any of it.
Look, I didn't know what I didn't know what hip was when I was hip.
When were you hip?
I don't know. I need someone to tell me.
If you need to be told you're hip, you're not hip, Mason. And I'm going to tell you right now, if you're hip, you don't use the word hip.
These young whippersnappers with their hip and their slaps and their Pokemans.
You going ham on the slaps?
God, oh. Mason, you are simultaneously younger than us and older than us by so much.
I've been told I got an old man personality, or an old soul, or whatever they call it.
Nah, there's being an old soul, then there's you. So, oh god damn. Well, I will formally apologize to everyone. Excuse me. For missing last week's episode. It was not intentional. Quite literally. So I will break the I'll break the tension and just say, I got hit by a fucking car. So,
yeah, that'd be enough to stop most people from getting a podcast recorded.
Yeah, and when I say I got hit by a car, I'm not saying my vehicle was hit by a car. What I'm saying is 2 days before this particular incident, my transmission went out. Then the day of or evening of, I was walking from one job to the other job, walking over on like a gravel side patch of the road, looked down, looked up over at a building to my right, looked down again, looked forward, and then it's almost like I remember waking up out of a nap and people were over me and I was being loaded onto an ambulance. So when I say I got hit by a car, I got hit by a fucking car.
Blindside.
Yeah. So
now, you mentioned before we started recording that you know the guy who hit you.
Yeah.
Like, was he a coworker, or is that not something you want to divulge? You don't.
So I know this person because I used to coach one of their children. So it's like that person hit me. All right, cool. And moving on.
What's for lunch?
Basically, like I'm not
was
gonna
the hospital
lie.
Food good?
The hospital breakfast was pretty decent. It was small, but it was decent. Like here's what I remember. Like I said, I remember waking up. Like here's the one thing I've now realized. When you get knocked completely unconscious, like I've been knocked unconscious from like getting in fights and stuff like that. This one felt different. Okay, because normally it's just like you're kind of hazy, you're semi-awake, but then not. It just like it feels like you have a weight on your brain. This one was literally like, no, you're waking straight up out of sleep of nothing. It's the closest I can think of to death. Like I was not existing before this, and now I am. Okay, and like waking up and having people scream like he's alive, and it's like I was thought not to be, and then loaded onto an ambulance. And here's how messed up my brain is. I'm being loaded onto the ambulance. They've got me on the stretcher, like they've like pinned my body down, and the entire time, is anything broken? My pride. Oh, does anything hurt? Well, I don't know. But if you root around in my pants, I might feel something. Sir, you need to be serious. I've not been serious since birth. Like the entire time, I was just making them laugh. And they're like, do you realize you almost died? No. Do I care that I almost died? It's like, I'm alive now, so kind of no. I don't really care. So
when you say that, I just picture that one thing where like the guy stands in front of a train and he like waits to like hit the train head on, and then he can't. He jumps out of the way. Except in this case, you didn't.
Yeah,
and the train won.
I was turned the other way around, didn't know the train existed, and it ran my ass over. That's pretty much how that would go. So, but to answer some people's questions, like no broken bones, I did have a concussion, I've got tons of road rash. Like I'm on my feet. I'll just put it that way. I'm on my feet. So, yeah. But again, like I said, sorry that we didn't have an episode last week. Some of us were in the hospital.
I was watching that movie Onward, and I looked at my phone, and my sister was like, "Hey, what's going on?" I was like, "Stefan got hit by a car." And then I just like pushed play and like leaned back and was like, "Huh." And I was like, "I don't know."
Over here contemplating this, like,
and she was like,
by a
"What happened?" She's like, what happened? I was like, I don't know. Where'd it happen? I don't know. Is he alive? I don't know. I don't know how to function.
I don't know. My friend got hit by a car. Press play. On with the show.
I was like, I don't know how to react until I have more information, so I guess I'll watch these blue elf people.
Mason, I can understand that, and I can even applaud that, because that compared to like what I did get. Okay, here's the thing about living over in Delta. It is a lot of the people here are LDS, like not just Utah LDS, but like LDS, like strict Mormon. And like, I'm going to tell you right now, I'm pretty sure the way that the LDS culture says, I'm sorry that you're in pain, is just by giving you food. Like, I legit have so much goddamn food that it is now, like, since last week, stuff is starting to go bad that I've never even touched. I'm just like full meals, and I'm just like, that's gone now, and all the food that I had beforehand that I bought for myself, that's basically done. So it's I love thought these people to death, but
I thought that was just kind of like my area, but I'm glad to know that's like a
it's
culture thing.
No, it's here's what I also have figured out. I figured out that A, I'm the first person in the town to get hit by a car. And B, a lot of people also thought I died. C, they're glad to know that the good black guy is okay. And I have now heard that verbatim.
The good black guy in town.
I literally have heard this, like when walking, like I've been over at work now, people have walked in, seen my face, and gone like, what happened to you? And then I'll recant them like, oh my god, that was you? Oh, I'm glad you're still alive. Like seriously, the good black guy. Oh, and then they look at me just like, yeah, the good black guy. I didn't mean to say that. I'm like, I know what you meant. Don't worry, you're good.
I like to picture like super cartoony style that you have an evil twin who looks exactly like you, but it's just like way too curly of a mustache, and you're just like, yeah.
See, it'd be funny if it was facetious. I'm gonna tell you right now, there's so many people that like look at black people, and then like in this town, look at me, look at a black person walking the street, and we'll do a double take, like. And I'm like, he's 6'5". I'm 5'7" or 5'6", depending on which 7-Eleven I walk into. Okay, we do not look alike at all. It's it's a thing. But then again, like this town literally has like 5 black people to its name. So yeah.
Oh, that's more than anticipated.
Well, this town has also done the other Utah thing, which is adopted a bunch of like non-white kids. So yeah, like for anyone outside of Utah, I will tell you right now, sometimes it's a culture shock, especially for like me when I first moved over here, to like how many black kids are being like straight up adopted by like white people. And then it was just sort of like, oh, okay, cool. And then you talk to him, you're like, hey, you seem off. What is... Oh, you were raised by white people, not by black people. I get this. I understand this now. And like, and what's bad is I have a way of figuring this out, of just going like, I will put on September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. This is stupid. It really is stupid. But I'll put on September, and then if they do not dance, I'm like, you were raised by white people. I already can tell this. It is so stupid.
I know one of those guys. I wonder if I should play that song around him.
God damn it, Mason. Depending on their age.
You should.
I'll say this, depending on their age and like if they've done like a culture research or something like that, like that's when you can tell. But like straight up, like 16-year-old kid raised by like white parents and whatnot, and it's just sort of like you start put there, and as soon as the trumpets kick in, that's when every black person is just like, oh snap. It's something, or it might even just be subtle, like a head bob, just like, But like you can tell when it's just straight up nothing. It's just like, it's almost like you look at him like, what? I'll put it this way, Mason.
Yeah. Hi.
Do you know the song "Sweet Caroline"?
Yes.
Okay, it's like the same thing. All right, how "Sweet Caroline" in your soul, and you sing the wrong parts that's not in the song. I bet you can tell what I'm saying. What part does everyone sing in the Sweet Caroline song that's not a vocal part of the goddamn song?
I've got no idea.
The ba ba ba. All right.
Really? That's not in the song?
It's not in the song.
It's not a vocal part.
It's
I see.
It's not a part of the song, and there's even a stupid chant that I'm forgetting right now, but they all sit there, it's like da 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 da. It's not in the song. It's literally not in the song, and everyone does it. And I sit there every single time losing my mind. All right.
I gotta add that song to my playlist. I haven't heard that in forever.
Okay, but like, seriously, I had never heard that song before until it was on like a car commercial or whatever. Like, it was on a commercial. And then all of a sudden I started hearing it fucking everywhere.
Yeah. Yeah.
Maybe it's the commercial's fault.
It probably is.
I'd seriously dare that song to come on anywhere in public and not have this sounds so racist, but not have white people start at least humming it or singing it. I'm gonna tell you right now, I seriously now I really want to now just play, like, have it on my phone, walk down the street, walk by a bunch of people, play it, and see who starts humming.
Just, I could see that being like a vlog or something.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. CBP episode 202. This episode is slightly racist. So yeah, I'll put it this way. I've rewatched kind of like a few of our Fractured Friday wrap-ups. If I were to bring it back, that's probably the first thing I'd do. I'm not gonna lie. I'd probably go straight over to Sweet Caroline. That might be all the motivation I need to start this thing back up again. Not that we have a bunch of content coming out weekly. I just might need to do this.
Oh. What about your
Yeah, we need to get on that. Start making more content again. I know it's hard.
Oh, what is that called?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, like I said, I know we've talked about it before. The goal is to hopefully someday make more content. Right now it's just the editing issue. It's like most of us are pretty much ready to go. Like, I can tell you right now, there's a good portion of us that could probably go and do a Halo like multiplayer let's play of it. Just getting ourselves wrecked by the entire world. That would be super fun to be able to go and do. But
oh yes.
Who's going to edit it? I have no idea. So someday we'll get back to it. Well, that was pretty much.
We'll figure out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. Well, you guys have heard about my last week. How have y'all been? Because I also have not talked to you guys since then. And don't compare your week to mine. All right.
No, not at all. Well, the other day I decided to get my COVID booster.
Same.
And while I was there, I was like, well, I'll just get the flu shot at the same time so I don't have to come back. Do not recommend.
Yeah.
No, just take the time out of your day and go back. I promise. It's going to be so much better.
Now, is it the, like, okay, what were your symptoms from, like, the COVID vaccine, at least like last time?
So for my second shot, really all it was is I just felt lethargic the other day, the day after.
Mm-hmm.
Like I got the shot, and of course my arm was sore where I got the shot. And then I was just kind of like, the next day I didn't really want to do anything. I just laid in bed most of the day.
Yeah.
This time, I got the shot at night, and then the next morning I was going, oh, I feel okay. This isn't too bad. And then as the day progressed, I just got progressively worse.
Yep. Yeah, I feel that. I feel that. One of the main reasons why I feel like, okay, and do you think it's because you had the flu shot on top of it as well, or do you think like just this round of the vaccine just knocked you out?
I couldn't tell you. I think it was probably a mix of the two.
Yeah, see, I can understand that because so I got my booster yesterday, and like my left shoulder has been aching all day. I had shivers pretty bad last night. Where like I had the heater on full blast. I had 2 blankets under me, and I was like, "Why am I cold?" I was even talking to a friend. I'm like, "Why am I cold? Why am I cold? Why am I cold?" And then I took off my shirt and then stayed underneath 2 blankets, and then I was like, I instantly feel better, and I have no idea why. But like,
no, I hear you. Like I halfway through the day, I was like, I cannot warm up for the life of me. I took a really hot bath. Got under a blanket, had 2 cats on top of me. Like nothing was working.
yup. I am now looking at everything, just going like all. I wound up messaging a couple of people today, like, I'm a ball of anger and fury today. All right. I don't feel good. My body hurts. All I want to do is sit down. My knee is about twice the size as it really needs to be right now. If anyone pisses me off, I will go 0 to I will murder you in probably like 2 seconds. So there was a lot of time I just looked over at Chuck today. I was just like, Chuck, I'm not doing today. And he just, oh, are you okay, Watson? I'm like, I'm not doing today. So I will be up over here. You can do your thing. I will do my thing. I will put stuff away. I'm already injured. But the moment someone pisses me off, I'm going to walk over to the back room. You're going to hear a large slam of the door, and then you will hear a bunch of screamed obscenities. Luckily, that didn't happen today. It got close. Yeah, it was a thing. Today was a day. That being said, go get your booster. Yeah, I'll put this as what, CEO or president of Crackbrain LLC. Yeah, go get your booster. Just go get it. I don't really care. I don't care your reason for not. Just go get it. Just go get it.
Would recommend 10 out of 10.
Yeah. All side effects included. Just go get it. All right, because this isn't going to get better. So go get it. Yeah, go get
12% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Fuck Rotten Tomatoes. Go get your booster. All right, live in agony like the rest of us for a couple of days.
You know what? Whatever your kink is, okay.
Yeah, right. Oh, yeah. Mason, how have your days been other than chopping the bottoms of trees and fragrancing your entire domain with them?
Mason, I still say there's better methods for the fragrance. Come on.
No,
I disagree.
I just want to see him go over to like an auto parts store. Like, I heard you have this whole tree pine smelling thing. Get one of the doggone trees and go like, well, this is much more convenient. Then he's gonna go home grab the tree and start spreading it on the actual puck. It won't be hanging up. It'll be like, oh, this is much more direct. I like this. Then the smell will never go away.
No.
Not.
I just imagine Mason's over here like, that wasn't what I was thinking, but it's a good idea.
Mason, I won't hold it against you if you do it. Just go and do it, man. We all know you want to.
Okay, I'll spare like one stump on that, but not the rest of them.
I expect to hear this again next week. All right, I want a full report. All right,
maybe.
There you go, Mason. How was your week?
So for the past like month and a half, I've been working on a project which I won't go into detail of, but I've been either waking up super early every day or going to bed way too late every day. And on Monday, I just like hardcore crashed.
Okay.
And on I've been kind of like a jerk at work and at home for like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
Okay.
So I've just spent this whole week playing Pokemon.
Stop.
Been poked Brilliant Diamond.
Mason, what do you classify you as being a jerk?
I don't know.
oh, you know, when your coworker walks in and you say, "Gosh darn it!"
I mean,
I don't know. I just don't really help out around house or anything. Don't really talk to people. I just kind of. People describe it like they turn off a light switch. Like I don't know. I don't know how to explain it.
Mason, you're saying that you basically do what most of us adults do, which is when you don't want to interact with people, you don't. You shut off and you don't. That's what you're saying?
I guess. That plus with like a little irritable, kind of.
Again, Mason, I really think that your irritability doesn't even hit anything close to what most people would be like. When again, you've now heard me. When I get irritated and just don't want to deal with people, I'd almost make like an entire production of it. It's like, fuck off, go away. All right, if there's a thing, I don't want to be a part of it. Okay, I get the feeling yours is more along the lines of like, rather than saying like, oh yes, I will absolutely do that, yours is more like, okay, I'll do it.
Like kind of, yeah.
If I have
I get like really low, and then I just kind of like look down all the time, and I just kind of, yeah, okay, I'll help. Will you do this? Like it just like wearing a black cloak everywhere, just kind of like full depression mode.
No, Mason, don't classify that as depression. That's not. I'm gonna tell you right now.
Well, that's just the depression when I'm around other people. That's not how I act when I'm alone.
Moving on.
I don't believe it's possible for you to have depression, Mason. Every time I see you, you've got endorphins flowing out of your ears.
I used to take pills, and that's as much as I'll say about that.
See, like I know that, I mean, just the capability of Mason being depressed is like it needs to be there. It has to be able to be there. But at the same time, Mason, like I'm just being very real with you and saying like, I don't want you to be depressed, but if you are, I want to be there. You know, it's like I just want to see it. You know,
I don't know. I listen to a lot of motivational stuff. I do a lot of planning. I practice a lot. You know, I practice looking for the positivity and that kind of stuff. it's kind of like that thing where it's like when you're driving and you see that you're almost out of gas, you don't wait till you're completely out and then ask other people to help you out. You just make sure you fill up. I just always make sure I'm full. Never now and then I'll crash, and then I'm okay again.
I get the feeling that's basically almost like when you start getting in the realm of like, hey guys, we need to do a thing like for like content. We need to do a podcast. All right, because the Mason meter is getting a little low. I need to boost myself up.
That is true. You guys really help fill that tank for sure.
Oh, bitch. So...
Yay. But yeah, I've spent this whole week just playing Pokemon. I've just taken a break from existence for a minute.
Yeah, I can understand that. I can get that.
Well, that sounds nice.
Yeah.
Can I take a break from existence?
With enough practice, young Padawan. I don't know. I don't know what
No
happened.
goddamn comment. No goddamn
comment.
So,
Stefan, what do you use the pennies for?
Is it bad that I forgot about that? We talked about that before the episode started, and I forgot about it. And here he is bringing it up.
Is it pennies or is it?
Yep, it's pennies, Mason. Okay, so for a refresher course for people that might not remember, last episode we started talking about pennies and what, like, so basically the short version of the story, the wedding night of my previous marriage with Tiff, my father gave me condoms and my uncle-in-law gave me a roll of quarters, or uncle-in-law or grandpa gave me quarters, and basically just said, have a fun night. To that, Mason said, what are the quarters for? So again, Mason, as a slight refresher, just of your imagination, what do you think the quarters are for?
I think it's for playing rounds of Keno, like that, like the dinosaur Keno gambling game.
Okay. So playing Keno. When they're saying like have a fun night, they're literally saying like, okay, go have some fun, go and play some like bingo or Keno, or just go have fun that way.
Go gamble, or it's for the little kiddie rides outside the mall, but it's probably not that one.
Kiddie rides outside the mall. Okay, that's definitely different. To that,
Tyler, what do you think they're for? Oh, sorry.
He knows what they're for. He knows what they're for.
They're clearly for the slot machine that everyone has at home. You just put a quarter in, you pull that lever, and when you finally get the jackpot, then that's when the real fun begins.
He's not wrong in a sense. So
what?
So,
I mean, I've heard of people having like those little like pinball games, but why would you have a slot machine at home? Wouldn't you just win your own money?
Mason, I can't do this all night. All right. So
do what all night?
Shut up. All right. So here's what I will get. All right, at this, I will also say, Tyler, shut the fuck up. All right, I can feel it. That's what she said, like tinkering in your brain. Anyway,
he's just got that kind of face.
Yeah, well, I mean that's
just my face.
That's just his face. I will say that I had asked you guys at the end of the episode, in the description, especially if you were watching over or I'm sorry, listening on Spotify. At the end of the episode, at the bottom, you could actually put in answers to a small question that I put on there, which was what were the quarters for? Every now and then I'll be doing this. So to that, we have one person that submitted an answer. Let me get back to it.
So suspenseful.
So that one person, what are the quarters for? Wrong answers only. Arcade games. 100% arcade games. Okay, yeah. So again, have fun. Kind of fits with the theme. You're wrong. Absolutely. And I know that you knew that you were wrong. Because what those quarters are for, Mason, is that certain hotels, certain ones, not all, but certain ones, have a little coin slot right next to the bed. And you go and you put a couple of quarters in, usually. And what that does is that activates a mechanism inside the bed, starts gyrating that bed. Now, I use the word gyrating specifically, not shaking, gyrating that bed. Why do you think it gyrates that bed, Mason?
It's giving you a mind massage.
No.
Kind of a massage.
It's kind of a massage. Mason, that's to help with the conceptual acts going on during your wedding night, because during your wedding night, it's expected that you have sex. So, Mason, what the quarters are for is for the machine that's supposed to be on the side of the bed that goes and gyrates the bed. And helps in having the sex at the bed. So imagine.
That doesn't sound like it would help.
Well, it doesn't. Okay, so imagine, Mason, having your father, let's put it this way, bonus dad number 2. I don't care which one, bonus dad. All right.
Okay, I only have one bonus dad.
Whatever, bonus dad. Okay, so bonus dad, imagine bonus dad walking up to you the night of your wedding. You're establishing that you're going to stay with this person forever, and you want no awkward moments at all by friends and or family. And they hand you.
Is that a thing? You don't want awkward moments on your wedding thing? Wedding?
Imagine, Mason.
Preferably.
So
it is a ride at the kiddie rides at the front of the mall.
No, Mason. Not at the front of the mall. The kiddie ride is over inside your bedroom. Okay, you want to have as little awkwardness as possible, and then all of a sudden, bonus dad.
I'd like to put a disclaimer in here of
100%.
Don't have sex on the kiddie rides in front of the mall.
Absolutely, do not have sex on the kiddie rides at the mall. If this is a shocking revelation to you need help. Okay, you need to just seek help for a long time until that urge goes away from you. Again, Mason, imagine bonus dad walking up to you, handing you condoms. Mason, you know what condoms are used for, right?
Yes.
Okay, good. All right. So imagine him handing you condoms. You think you'd feel a little awkward?
Yes.
Okay. Now imagine imagine your grandfather or your step, not step. God damn it. Your uncle-in-law. So imagine your uncle-in-law, a person you did not grow up with. They just happen to be related to the man and or woman you are now marrying. You're spending your entire life with, and you want no awkwardness at this event for. This is a man you do not know, really, walking up to you, handing you a bag of quarters that in essence says, "We know you're about to have sex with my niece. Make it a good one."
I approve.
I approve of what's about to happen tonight. So
do you just
go ahead?
Do you just Google Maps, where are the hotels with the beds with the quarters?
Mason, you're putting too much thought into this. I'm going to tell you right now, Mason.
Just accept the $20 in quarters and move on, Mason.
It's exactly what you do. You accept
$20. That seems like a lot.
It's a roll of quarters.
2 rolls of quarters.
2 rolls of quarters. Sorry, $40.
Nope, that's still 20.
How long does the bed need to gyrate per quarter?
Here's the thing. The bed does not need to gyrate. You do a lot of that work on your own. Okay, so the bed gyrating just messes with you. All right.
That doesn't sound very comfy.
Tyler, it almost feels like I need to go and do like sex ed with Mason.
Good luck trying.
Don't look at me. I'm not giving that talk to him, okay? Come on.
I'm just... It's like...
That doesn't sound comfortable at all. I think I'd rather go to the arcade.
Mason, I would rather go to the arcade, okay? That whole situation, I'm going to tell you right now, what happened that night is Tiff and I, we went, after the entire wedding, we went over to Red Ruby, we got ourselves some steak, went back to the hotel, looked at all the presents people had given her from her side of the family, looked at the money that my side gave, because they know that don't get me presents, just get me money. I know what to do with money. Okay, did all that, and then we knocked out, all right? We just went to sleep, okay? And that's where I will leave that story, all right?
So, I'm guessing you did not get married in Utah?
We did get married in Utah. We got married.
Do they have those hotels in Utah?
You might find one somewhere, but probably not. You'd be pretty hard pressed to find it.
I've only ever been to one motel, not hotel, motel in this country that actually had one. And I remember that I was 9 years old, but I don't remember where it was. But I remember looking at it, knowing what that was for, and just going like, cool. And then that was all I ever thought about it. I was done. There was no heart-shaped bed. There was no, like, it wasn't the honeymoon suite. It was just a bed with a coin rack right next to it.
See, because when you say that, I imagine, like, I'm sleeping and someone's trying to wake me up and they can't wake up, so they put a couple quarters in and the bed wakes me up. That's what I imagine.
I'm going to tell you, I'm okay. Look, to anyone that's actually watching the video portion of this podcast, I will answer what Mason just said, but what Tyler is doing right now, I know he's talking to someone. I don't give a damn who it's to. I see another.
Maybe it's a giant cat.
On the other side. Mason, shut up. All right. It's like Tyler, lick the hand.
Tyler,
lick the hand. Tyler, lick the hand. Tyler, lick the hand.
Sorry, what was that? I have a visitor, guys.
I know you do. Lick the hand.
Are they a giant cat?
No, it's my mother. My mother came to visit me because she loves me, okay?
Now I feel awkward.
and she came to complain about the neighbors taking her parking spot in front of the house.
Dang neighbors.
I feel so bad. Oh god damn. Oh, I feel so bad.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't hear half of what you guys were talking about because I was talking to my mom.
It's okay. I was trying to finish out the story that I was telling Mason, and I saw you were talking to someone, and then I made it awkward. So
you'll just have to listen, Tyler.
Apparently, I will.
He won't do it, and if he does, I've got a lot of explaining to do. So.
Let's see. I'll take a note here. It's about 45 minutes in.
Yeah.
48. 45, yeah, you do 45.
Oh god, that was an experience. So yeah.
A delectable.
Again, another reason why people should now watch the podcast as it comes out on YouTube. All right, go over to the Crack Brain YouTube channel. Go and subscribe. And honestly, even though we're not doing any sort of like gaming content, go and watch some stuff there, because I rewatched quite a few of our old videos. They still hold up. All right. We have not changed from our idiocy in years. So I count that as a win.
Specifically look up anything that has drunk Tyler.
Yeah. Okay,
those are my highlight reels. Okay,
I I seriously think that I need to actually make a playlist, which is the Drunk Tyler playlist that has that speedrunners, that has Sea of Thieves, that just has some of these. Like, odds are there's probably I can't remember whatever anime like hell game that you guys play, but I'm pretty sure you were drunk through some of that too.
Helltaker.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you might have been drunk through some of that. So. Like, Drunk Tyler, it needs to be its own playlist. I think I might get started on that next.
I would watch that.
Mason, I have watched that. It's hilarious.
I've met Drunk Tyler. He's great.
Yeah,
he opens the mind's eye.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's something. It's I'll tell you right now, Drunk Tyler is just a spectacle to behold. So, yeah.
You'd pay him in quarters.
Mason, you're using this incorrectly. You need to stop with the quarters. There we go. Well, I mean that's kind of coming up on time. It's a little short, but I'm now realizing I've got like 48 messages now coming into me, which are basically all people going like, "Are you dead?" All right, people are also still finding out that I'm alive. This town is pretty. I'll just say that it's pretty. So. Yeah,
what do you think times were like before phones?
Oh,
in a small town.
Maybe you can milk it for all it's worth and get more people to bring you food.
See, it's either that or I've really been thinking, like, I still don't have a vehicle. Like, I'm borrowing a friend's for right now, but I don't want to be that guy that like, oh, I'm going to use your car for the next year. So like, I've thought about possibly doing like a GoFundMe or something for a vehicle, since it's like I've already tried going and financing a vehicle. I've got divorcee credit, which is not fun. Okay, so yeah, it's something where I need a vehicle. I don't have the money for a vehicle. Let's see if people can help me. So if I do wind up doing that, I'll probably talk about it then. But I need to figure some other stuff out. But until then, like I said, this has been fun. We will absolutely be back. I know a few of us, Ray and Ethan, are out over in California, and I know everyone else is kind of like just dealing with the craziness of the holidays. Odds are there won't be an episode after this one, so 203 will probably come out in 2 more weeks, and that's just because Christmas. So if we do record,
yeah, it's probably going to be the same with Kawaii Cast over here. So
yeah,
it just gets busy, so it's hard to find the time to record.
Exactly. I don't see us having the time. Like, Christmas is going to be over on a Saturday. I don't really see people wanting to record over on the Sunday. I'll record whenever. I'll record whenever, but still, like, we'll see. So don't expect episode 203 to come out the very next week. Expect it to come out in 2 weeks, but if it does come out, awesome. That means that we did something cool. So yeah, I will just say that. So yeah, that's basically it. Anything else you guys wanna mention right before we end? I know, Tyler, you just mentioned Kawaii Cast. So
yeah. No, we'll probably go on hiatus for a couple weeks. We had a today, our new episode was supposed to come out, and it came out on the website on time, on Correct Brain website.
Mm-hmm.
But over on Spotify, it didn't come out because I was having technical issues.
Technical difficulties.
That technical difficulties being my video card crapped out on me.
Yeah.
So
even in the future, nothing works.
Good luck getting a new one.
I broke down. I didn't get like the 3070 or anything. I didn't get that. I just got the 6600 RX.
Okay.
RT, whatever. You know,
it's like enough to get by,
moderate,
but
something to get me by until I can, upgrade my computer more.
Yup, I get you. So again, that's kind of,
it should be up on Spotify now, though. So
go listen.
And the moral of this podcast is that if you give somebody food, hide money in it.
I'm confused. I'm confused.
What?
God damn it, Mason. Like, it seriously feels like you just did the whole, like, making up a sayings thing, and now my brain is sitting here taking a shit on itself, just going like, wait a second, we need to figure out what we're talking, like, what he just said. And there's no rhyme or reason to it. It makes no sense because it makes no sense. So, God
you know
damn
what would be a good band name?
No,
Money Pie.
No.
Money Pie would
No,
be. I'm gonna write that down.
None of that. No.
Yeah.
Here
we go.
I'm done. I'm done. This is over. Goodbye.
There we go.
Yay.
So,
Goodbye, friends.
Until next time, people, we will talk to y'all later.
Money Pie.